Dashboards are powerful tools for visualizing data and gaining insights into various aspects of business performance. They provide interactive and intuitive interfaces for users to explore and analyze data. Here are the key components and features of SAC dashboards: interactive charts and graphs, smart insights, storytelling, predictive analysis, financial performance management, human resources analysis, sales and marketing analysis. Welcome to the operational nerve center of your aerospace manufacturing function, a dashboard designed to monitor cost drivers, workforce efficiency, and quality metrics in real time. We begin with profitability, where your gross margin stands at 50%. For an industry driven by precision, regulation, and custom engineering, often pushing costs higher, this is an impressive figure. It reflects well-optimized production cycles and strong cost control across your operations. Moving into workforce dynamics, your overtime rate is at 7%. This signals some pressure on capacity or planning inefficiencies that may need closer attention. At the same time, your utilization rate remains excellent at 92%, showing that resources are being used effectively without significant idle time. From the customer's perspective, quality is critical, and the customer return rate currently averages 1%. Then we begin with the strategic spend ratio by work center, which remains consistent at around 35% across WC101, WC102, and WC103. This indicates disciplined investment in critical areas of your manufacturing footprint. Next, from the customer's perspective, quality is critical, and the customer return rate by supplier part number pinpoints where component-level defects are creating challenges. Parts 750, 747, and 126 stand out with return rates around 3%, helping procurement and quality teams take corrective action, whether through alternate sourcing, stricter inspections, or supplier collaboration. Then, supporting this, the scrap rate per plant remains very low, between 0.5% and 0.6%. Confirming that strategic investments in materials and components are minimizing waste, rework, and write-offs. The strategic spend distribution chart further illustrates balance. Plant A accounts for 32.98%, Plant B for 33.09%, and Plant C for 33.93%. This even spread highlights a well-managed allocation strategy across the entire manufacturing footprint. Finally, the overtime rate per work center gives us granular insight into workforce balance. WC101 at 7.34, WC102 at 7.34, and WC103 7.39 show only slight variation, but enough to highlight potential workload imbalances or scheduling hotspots. Monitoring this ensures that output remains strong while mitigating the risk of long-term fatigue or error rates rising due to overwork. To make these insights actionable, with the year and supplier part number filters, we can identify whether overtime is linked to specific suppliers, part demands, or time periods. Moving on to the second page, defense operations and mission readiness. In the defense sector, the focus is not just on efficiency, but on readiness, reliability, and the ability to perform under pressure. This page begins by highlighting your top KPIs. The mission success rate stands strong at 95%, demonstrating that end-to-end mission readiness is intact. The on-time delivery rate across suppliers holds at 92%, which confirms logistics reliability, a factor that is absolutely vital for smooth mission execution as well as ongoing maintenance operations. Your system availability rate is at 90%, ensuring that critical defense assets remain operational whenever needed, a direct measure of combat readiness. On the commercial side, your contract win rate is at 77%, reflecting a strong competitive edge in defense bidding and signaling customer confidence, technical superiority, and effective value delivery. Breaking this down further, system availability per platform type gives a clear picture across categories, such as aircraft, land systems, naval, radar, and UAVs. Aircraft show a slight lag at 90%, while land systems perform at 88%. Radar leads at 94%, with UAVs at 91%, pointing to marginal opportunities for improvements in certain technologies. The on-time delivery rate per supplier further strengthens visibility into supply chain performance. Aerotech Incorporated takes the lead at 96%, followed closely by Marine Systems at 92%. Secure Arm Limited and Defense Parts Incorporated both maintain consistency with 92.7 and 92.6% respectively, showing strong supplier reliability across the board. Looking at contract win rate per region, the Americas lead the way at 79%, followed by EMEA at 76% and APAC at 74%. This indicates solid competitiveness in all global markets, while also highlighting areas where bid strategies could be refined to gain additional advantage. Finally, the system maintenance rate per region provides strategic insight into support operations. APAC stands at 15%, the Americas at 32%, and EMEA at 53%. These variances may be tied to deployment volumes, asset conditions, or the overall intensity of regional operations, pointing toward the need for region-specific maintenance reviews. These include filters like year, platform type, and region, which help to filter these charts and KPIs. Together, these metrics form a complete picture of your operational readiness posture. They not only demonstrate how well defense programs are aligned with mission assurance, but also how asset health and contractual performance are being managed to sustain long-term readiness and reliability. The third page is supply chain risk and efficiency, where aerospace and defense supply chains, known for being long, global, and often fragile, require constant vigilance. This dashboard is designed to monitor risk and strengthen resilience across suppliers and logistics. We begin with a strong number. Supplier delivery performance stands at 97%, reflecting high supplier discipline and well-aligned logistics cycles. A performance this consistent demonstrates that delivery SLAs are being met reliably, ensuring stability across the supply chain. Supporting this, the strategic spend ratio is at 35%, showing that a significant share of procurement is directed towards strategic suppliers. This disciplined allocation minimizes supply chain risk while protecting mission-critical operations. Moving to efficiency, lead time averages 4 days. While this is strong, the lead time trend chart shows fluctuations between 3 and 4 days over the past months, a subtle but important signal that requires monitoring to avoid bottlenecks. In terms of quality, the scrap rate is at just 0.53%, a remarkably low figure for such a precision-dependent industry. This indicates that robust quality control measures are working effectively, minimizing waste and rework while driving cost efficiency. Looking deeper, the supplier delivery performance over time chart provides a continuous view of supplier reliability. The steady trend line shows suppliers are performing consistently month after month, without major dips that could signal instability. The strategic spend by supplier chart further illustrates balance, with supplier X at 35.01%, supplier Y at 35.27%, and supplier Z at 34.75%. This even distribution avoids over-reliance on any one supplier and reinforces resilience in procurement strategy. Similarly, the delivery performance by supplier chart shows near-perfect parity, with each supplier contributing about 1/3 of the delivery performance share. This balanced distribution confirms that all three suppliers are performing at a comparable level, creating a strong, diversified supplier base. Finally, the lead time trend view adds context to supplier performance. While the overall lead time is steady, small shifts highlight the need for ongoing monitoring of shipping modes, supplier readiness, and inventory planning to stay ahead of potential disruptions. Altogether, this dashboard creates a 360-degree view of supply chain performance and risk, connecting delivery accuracy, spend concentration, lead times, and quality outcomes into one narrative. It equips supply chain leaders to negotiate smarter, act faster, and prepare for disruptions with confidence. The final page offers a comprehensive, comparative summary of key operational KPIs, broken down by product, work center, and plant, bringing together insights from all preceding pages into a single, actionable table. This summary acts as a control tower, giving operations, supply chain, and quality teams a unified snapshot of supplier delivery performance. Here, most plants consistently deliver above 96%, which affirms the overall robustness of your procurement and inbound logistics. Top performers like Plant 2 and Plant 4 are leading with near-perfect performance levels. Then return rate by supplier. While most plants maintain a return rate below 0.7%, isolated spikes help identify supplier or process-level nonconformance. For example, Plant 3 shows slightly elevated return rates, which may warrant inspection audits or quality assurance reinforcement. Next, lead time. Lead times remain within a tight 3 to 4 day range across most plants, indicating stable fulfillment cycles. However, outliers like Plant 6 with higher variability may face upstream delays or internal bottlenecks. Next, scrap rate percent. The scrap rate metric, ranging from 0.31% to 0.69%, highlights both consistency and opportunities. Plants with persistently lower scrap, e.g., Plant May 5th, offer replicable best practices in process control or quality handling. Finally, overtime rate, percent, and absenteeism rate. Percent. These workforce metrics are vital to understanding labor pressure. Plants with higher overtime and absenteeism, like Plant 8, showing 14.26% absenteeism, could be facing staffing challenges, training gaps, or morale issues. Monitoring this helps avoid productivity slippage or burnout. This table shows actual performance metrics like supplier delivery rate, return rate, lead time, scrap rate, and absenteeism for each product, work center, and plant. The copy from actual to forecast action allows us to take these real performance numbers and use them as the base for a forecast, ensuring realistic planning. The efficiency_improvement action then applies targeted improvements, such as reducing scrap, lowering absenteeism, or improving supplier delivery, so we can simulate how small operational gains impact overall production efficiency in the aerospace and defense process. This summary enables performance benchmarking between plants or products, root cause analysis for any lagging KPIs, cross-functional collaboration, as it provides finance, HR, quality, and operations with a single source of truth.
Stack also allows the export of data from individual charts or entire dashboards from SAP Analytics Cloud, ensuring that your data insights are easily shareable and accessible to your intended audience. It is a useful feature for sharing insights and reports with stakeholders who may not have direct access to SAC. We can export into Excel, then show and extract table data into Excel, and finally, export the dashboard as a PDF. Models in SAC define how data is organized, stored, and processed, enabling users to build accurate and insightful reports and dashboards. They support a wide range of features, from data integration and preparation to advanced analytics and collaboration, enabling users to create comprehensive and insightful analytic solutions. They are flexible as we can add additional fields as per the customer's requirement.
For information on these dashboards, KPIs, or required features, please contact VASPP Technologies.